Shalom. It's your brother Malcolm from the branch of GMS here in Chicago. Giving all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh Basham Yahushai. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS, who are the true leaders of all Israel on earth today, set up by that power, whom I worship that power. Salutations unto the Akim, my fellow laborers that do this work in truth and sincerity, that risk their lives and freedom to do so. Salutations to the confusion of face Akim that are joined unto our ranks, and to the few Akwaf that are listening and learning in truth and sincerity. To you I say shalom. This is just going to be a quick lesson on reincarnation. Reincarnation is definitely in the Bible. Okay? I'm going to start with Matthew. Book of Matthew, the 17th chapter, referring to Elias, because a question came up from a guy that I'm not sure, I'm about 90% sure that he was scoffing, but if we'll see. We'll see. If he wasn't, then it really didn't matter, because the edification came out, and those who needed to be edified were edified, and those who needed to be cursed were cursed. But here we go. This is Matthew 17:10. And his disciples asked him, saying, Why then say the scribes that Elias must first come? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Elias truly shall come first and restore all things. But I do say unto you that Elias is come already, and they knew him not, but have done unto him whatsoever they listed. Likewise shall also the Son of Man suffer of them. And the disciples understood that he spake unto them of John the Baptist. So that's an account of reincarnation. And if it happened once, it happened again. All right? So anyone to teach or say otherwise is just being foolish, man. Or being very prideful. Because we're going to get more precepts to prove that. And how we believe through the Spirit that also was Abba Bibbins, all right, because of the works that was done after him, all right, and how that and it came during the time of the mass awakening, during the time of the dry bones. And look at how the Israelite thing spread across the four corners of the earth to those who were scattered. Same thing that happened before. So let's go to the book of Malachi, 4th chapter, and this is verse 5. Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of Yahweh. And everyone agrees that we're at the end, that it's the time of the Lord. So if we're still waiting on John the Baptist, on Elijah, and we're in trouble, man. All right? Verse 6, and he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to the fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with the curse. All right? And there is a curse coming to the earth, man. To destroy the people of his curse. Who are the people of his curse? Esau, Edom, the Edomites. They destroyed the earth and the heritage of the Lord's chosen. All right. This is Matthew 11, verses 11 through 14. And it reads, Verily I say unto you, among them that are born of women, there have not risen a greater than John the Baptist, notwithstanding that he is that the least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he. And from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffereth violence, and violence taketh it by force. All right. So what you think that's talking about up in the heavens, where the Lord is? The kingdom of heaven are the children of Israel. Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, look at their history. They've been taken by force, and they still suffer violence. Just turn on the television. They still get beat down and shot in the streets by their captives. And then their captives have ruined them mentally and spiritually, financially, purposely, drop off guns and drugs into their neighborhoods, and then they commit those same things to themselves. All right? You got to look at the blessings and the curses, man. And how are you going to tell a people who's standing before you that they're cursed and then they die? That's because they come back and live out those curses over and over again. All right. It said that King David, our kings would go into slavery. There's no account of King David going into slavery, of him losing a battle and getting put in chains. All right. Well, that means when he came back, all the prophets, everyone, all of the kingdom of heaven have suffered violence, man. All right. Matthew 11 and 12. And from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence, and violence taketh it by force. For all the prophets and the law prophesied unto John, and if ye will receive it, this is Elias, which is to come, which is for to come. All right. And does not Daniel? Matter of fact, let's grab it real quick. A couple more scriptures. This is just a quick lesson, man. Just a quick hit. But did not Daniel say that they will come and stand in their lot at the end of days? Okay. What do you think he was talking about? Daniel was one of the prophets, and he's back here now, standing in his lot with his brothers in the end of days. Okay. So you be careful when you're scoffing these men of GMS, you know, and the brothers who teach the likewise doctrine, man, because one of them could very well be Daniel, man. All right. You think that there won't be a cost if you offend Daniel, the prophet of the Lord? If you offend John the Baptist, he said there was no greater. All right. This is Daniel 12 and 13. But go thy way till the end be. For thou shalt rest, you shall die, go to the spirit world, and stand in thy lot among your brethren at the end of the days. This is the end of the days. Okay? Let's go to Mark. I'm going to read verses 11 through 13, and it reads, And they asked him, saying, What shall the scribes that Elias... Salakia. What they asked him, saying, Why say the scribes that Elias must come first? Because Mark is giving you his account of the conversation with Yahushua, just as Matthew did. All right? Out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, man. Okay? He's giving you because he was there. And so the Spirit, it was put into the Holy Scroll because he's giving you, this was his account from the angle that he saw it. Verse 12, And he answered and told them, Elias verily cometh first and restoreth all things. And how it is written of the Son of Man that he must suffer many things and be set to naught. But I say unto you that Elias is indeed come, and they have done unto him whatsoever they listed, as it is written. And they did the same thing to Abba Bivens. He was beaten to death by a bunch of Muslims, man. Why? Because they get angry because we have the truth and they don't. And Esau and people like Vocab Malone and Pastor Anderson and James White the Edomite and all these other, and then even these coons, that's all into these crazy religions that really make no sense, that don't line up with the Bible, but yet use the Bible, like Islam. It's nuts. All right. They get angry because the same thing that happened in the book of Acts. All right. The same thing that happened in the New Testament. All right. When Elias came on the scene, when John the Baptist came on the scene first and prepared the way, man. It's the same thing that happened with One West. And out of One West, one church reigned supreme. And that's the church of GMS, man. All right. Because you had a lot of churches that were going off and were getting it wrong. And that's the lot of the other groups, man. That's the lot of the other groups. All right. You got brothers that's on point, like the men of valor, the men of DTA. All right. And a few others, man. But the majority of those Israelite camps out there are getting it wrong, man, and not adhering to the truth, man. And a lot of them disregarded the things that the elders of GMS were saying, and now they're teaching them, man. Like IUIC, Nate Satan, with the whole confusion of face thing and Cornelius and the scattered and the Gentiles, the scattered Israelites. And now he's teaching that Cornelius is an Israelite, but he was the main one that came against them when the Spirit revealed it to them, man. All right. So through Abba Bivens, this truth came back, and he set the heart of the people back to the Father the same way he did in the past, man. and look at the spiritual growth. There is no way one man who's dead, look at the works that followed after him, could have did what he did, man. All right. GMS is a worldwide church, man, which was set up by the Most High. No man could have set this up. Esau spent millions building churches, millions and billions setting up Catholic churches and monasteries all over the world. And that was not the case and that's why those things are coming to naught. The Catholics are constantly in the mainstream, man, for pedophilia and rape and all kind of mess, man. They even show you that on stories of Law and Order. How the cops didn't even want to deal with it because you get so high in the investigation, then you told just to shut down. Because Catholics have way too much money, man, and they have friends in high places. And a lot of those, and a lot of these things in high places, a lot of these people in these high places in the government, they're pedophiles themselves, man. Okay? And these people are against the truth and against Yahushua and his men. That spirit of Demetrius, man, which is alive and well. Let's get that. The book of Acts 19 and verse 24. For a certain man named Demetrius, a silversmith, which made silver shrines for Diana, brought no small gain unto his craftsmen. And that's like them unconscious dudes, man. Them black unconsciousness. If you ask somebody, hey, look, you got all your degrees and been to school and all this other mess, and someone asks you your nationality and you tell them a color, man, but that lie brings in a lot of money, a lot of wealth, man. All right. Hence the reason why your man Polite, now all of a sudden he's for the Hebrew Israelites or a supporter. All right. He's not welcome back in a lot of places in New York, man. He ripped off a lot of people, man. All right. Them bandwagon guys, man. Sarnetta, man. He had that spirit of Demetrius, man. They don't care about their people coming back to their power. They don't care about getting the kingdom of the Most High. They want it on this side, man. They want a mansion inside of a damn garbage dump. That's what they want. Mansions in a garbage dump. Okay? It says, verse 25, whom he called together with the workmen of like occupation and the sirs, and said, sirs, ye know that by this craft we have our wealth. What? By deceiving and lying to people, man. By giving them false doctrines, man. All right? The Egyptology, which was created by so-called white men. All the authors of the Egyptology books were so-called white men, man. And they because they didn't want to give you the truth, so they gave you something. They gave you a false identity to cling on to so they could run away with being the Lord's chosen and claim to be Israel. And you stupid people got bamboozled and fell for it hook, line, and sinker, man. Especially when you realize you can profit off of it. Verse 26. Moreover, ye see and hear that not alone at Ephesus, but almost throughout all of Asia, this Paul hath persuaded to turn away much people, saying that they be no gods which are made with hands. And there are no gods made with hands. These guys, how can you make a god and then you make something with your own hands and then call it God, man? The sheer stupidity of this. And the ones making it knew it wasn't. This was all about money for them. So that not only this our craft is in danger, which he was worried about the most, but to be set to naught, but also the temple of the great goddess Diana should be despised, and her magnificence should be destroyed, whom all Asia and the world worshipeth. And when they heard these sayings, they were full of wrath and cried out, saying, great is Diana of the Ephesians. And they didn't, and that's the same message that's coming from these guys today, man. Jakes that call themselves Buddhists and Moorish and Baptists and involved in Catholicism and Mormons, which just should be simply called morons. Christianity itself and the Black Unconscious movement, man. You know, but that's okay. Somebody has to play the role of the 2/3, man, and I'm not trying to play that role, man. All right. So with that, I hope this was an edifying lesson, and that those who needed to be edified will edify, and those that needed to be cursed will curse. All praises, glory, and honor be unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Nabashai, Ba'Hashem Rakar Kadash, and Abba Babal.